Greetings to you, our candidates. My name remains Benjamin Okwir, your own teacher. I'm very proud to be your teacher at this time, and allow me to take you through the corrections for activity 25. You learned a reported speech, and you are given simple instruction. And the instruction says, change the sentences below to reported speech. And these sentences were in response to the lesson that you had. The examples given, those numbers, were the very kind of setting that were brought in this. So number one has it as, my brother is suffering from coronavirus, said Mrs. Pandemic. Yeah, this tense is present continuous tense, and it is clear that present continuous tense changes to past continuous tense. Allow me to draw your attention on that which makes it called present continuous. Remember, present continuous changes to past continuous. It is just from present changing to past, but the signal or the indicator of a continuation or progressive tense will remain. And that is to say, we shall pay attention on majorly the helping verbs that we shall meet. You just change from present to past. Then you pay keen attention onto other words that must change, as will be dictated by the numbers given. So number one reads as, my brother is suffering from coronavirus now, said Mrs. Pandemic. And of course the answer will be as, Mrs. Pandemic said that her brother was suffering from coronavirus then. Look at the helping verb is. My brother is suffering. That was changed to her brother was suffering. Her brother was suffering. Just changing from that present form to past form. And that is it. Friends, you're good for the next number. I know you've got it right. And let's look at the next number. We are going to be quarantined for 14 days, said the tourists. Who is speaking? The tourist. Is the tourist talking to anybody? No. And of course, if that is the issue, then we shall say the tourists said that they were going to be quarantined for 14 days. As simple as that. Next number had it as, Edward said, I am coming to your home now, Jane. My simple question is, to whom is Edward talking? Edward is talking to Jane. And therefore we shall say, Edward told Jane that he was going to her home then. Which other words have changed? Of course, the word said has been changed to told, yeah, for that case. Then I has been changed to he, and this he is in respect to Edward. That tells us the present form of the tense given will change to past. That's to say, was. Of course, come. Like we have been paying much attention to it, it must change the direction of move. Remember, you are reporting and you're not in the place that this person was. So the word come must have been changed or must change to go, then addressed to the tense of the question given. And so the answer is, Edward told Jane that he was going to her home then. As simple as that. Next number has it as, we are bringing our books for marking now, Mr. Pamire, said the pupils. I believe these were our students of Global Junior School. And if those were the words, then the answer is, the pupils told Mr. Pamire that they were taking their books for marking then. You remember that if we realize that somebody was speaking to a person and the person's name is given, like here we're saying, we are bringing our books to you, we're bringing our books for marking now, Mr. Pamire. That part, Mr. Pamire. Then the speech tag will be changed from said to told in case our reported speech or our speech tag in the direct speech has it as said. So that's how the answer is expected to appear. Friends, you had another number, very interesting number. Nanja, it is about Nanja. It says, Nanja said, I am planning for my vacation now. I don't think this is so needed at this time. Is there any of you planning for vacation now? Everyone is tuned to, how shall I sit my PLE this year? How shall I cover up with these lessons? But you're lucky, Global has been reaching you home with a number of lessons. And so to this number, The answer is expected to be as Nanja said that she was planning for her vacation then. I know you got it right. And if you got it right, I'm happy for you. And those who messed up somewhere, please, you're requested to make corrections and let us learn as expected. Friends, we are good for the next lesson. That is to say lesson 26. But before that, we had another number. Number 6, I'm sorry. Number 6 says, the carpenters are smoothing a lot of planks in their workshop now. I read again. The carpenters are smoothing a lot of planks in their workshop now, said the lumberjacks. Now, a very simple number. Who is talking? The lumberjacks. Who are these people who in fact, people who are not wanted in our society? They cut down trees, the forest, and so on and so forth, which is not needed. But we call them lumberjacks. Forget about that part, but pay attention to the number. The carpenters are smoothing a lot of planks in their workshop now. Of course, the answer will be as the lumberjacks said that the carpenters were smoothing a lot of planks in their workshop then. I want you to pay keen attention on these three words, a lot of, a lot of. Make sure you space them as expected. Don't join them as one word, as one word. It will be a mistake. That will not be needed for this case. And in fact, it is not needed anywhere. We must learn to spread those three words correctly. I'm grateful to take you, therefore, to the next lesson. But before that, let's have number 7. You are paying me here and now, Mommy Jane, said the maid. Could be this lady was not paid and she got annoyed, and this time she's a little rude. You are paying me here now and then, Mommy. You are paying me here now and you are paying me here and now, Mommy Jane, said the maid. What will be the answer? Of course, the maid told Mommy Jane that she was paying her there and then. No chance to move anywhere. She was very serious. So friends, I'm grateful you've learned and you've got it right. Don't forget, we shall always expect you to master this, and as you stay home, practice this daily and daily and daily so that you don't forget it. Friends, remember, we have another task to have lesson 26. I have been waiting to have you through this lesson. We're just looking at a bit of this preparatory speech still, and majorly a tense that we don't need to forget. And friends, we want to look at changing sentences which are set in present perfect tense. We want to change it from direct speech to indirect speech. Very simple. What makes it so simple is that present perfect tense changes to past perfect tense. Yes, just take it as that. Present perfect tense changes to past perfect tense. That's from direct speech to indirect speech. A simple task. You need to know that which makes a tense called present perfect and that which makes it called past perfect. A simple thing. There is that helping verb, has and have. Those are signals, indicators of a perfect tense. And they have to change to their past. Remember we're saying present perfect changes to past perfect. Yeah. And so, if that is taken, let's run through the examples. I have said present perfect tense. Sentences in present perfect tense changes to past perfect tense. A simple example, number 1 says, Maria said, I have not eaten anything today. I have not eaten anything today. Who is saying this? Maria. What makes this present perfect? Look at the usage of these words. I have. And the word eaten. You realize that the word eaten is the right word under a participle tense, under perfect tense. And so this is proved to be present perfect. What makes it present is the helping verb has. That tells us that something has just happened, and therefore the effect can be felt. That is what makes it present. Last time I gave an example. Okay, assume that somebody gave you a slap, and a serious one, and mommy comes and just finds you in the mood of crying, of course she'll ask you, what happened? What has happened, my daughter, my son? Then you'll say, Brian has slapped me. Why using Brian has? Has will tell us that the action has just ended, but the effect is still being felt. That effect is that which makes it called present, because we still experience that happening. Assuming somebody, okay, this I think you've understood that. So for this case, Maria said, I have not eaten anything now or today. I have not eaten anything today. It means she's still in a state of uh, hunger. She's hungry. She hasn't eaten anything yet. I have not. This is a negative statement. We have it in negative form and in a positive form. So we shall see all through. So for this case, the answer is to be as Maria said that she had not eaten anything that day. Remember, today has changed to that day. We saw this last time. And remember, the word have has been changed to had. Just as simple as that. And the answer is like that. Maria said that she is in respect to the person we're talking about, Maria, a female. And if the subject, if Maria was, for example, John, John is a name for a male, it is clear. Then we would say, John said that he, but for this case, Maria is a female, and so shall say, Maria said that she had not eaten anything that day. As simple as that. So you realize that present perfect tense has been changed to past perfect tense, and issues of the quotation has been eliminated. From direct speech, we need the quotations. Then in our indirect speech, we don't use these quotations. Pay keen attention on that, my dear friends. Let's look at the next number. We call it number 2. We have already worn our face masks. We have already worn our face masks, said the passengers. Could be these are the people traveling, and somebody is checking, maybe, have they? Oh, then they say, we have already worn our face masks. Who are these talking? The passengers. So the question says, we have already worn our face masks, said the passengers. Can we change this to reported speech or indirect speech? Following that guideline, present perfect changes to past perfect. And this case, it is clear. Look at the helping verb, have. That proves it to be present, and so we shall say, the passengers said that they, since we were reporting, are not the passengers, we're reporting on behalf of these people. So we shall say, the passengers said that they had already worn their face masks. As simple as that, dear candidates. Let's look at the next number. Sorry, make you read that. Next number, the other number says the passengers said that they had already worn their face masks. As simple as that. Next number says, the girl said, my grandmother has just passed on. This is the said one. The girl said, my grandmother has just passed on. My keen attention is on that which makes it present perfect. Has passed, has passed, has just passed on, have just eaten, have not eaten, I have worn the face mask. No, like that. So, but our attention is present perfect. That must change to past perfect. Of course, the answer will be, the girls said that her grandmother had just passed on. As simple as that. Of course, it is a sad one. Let's try to be moody a little. The girl said that her grandmother had just passed on. Of course, I expect that out of you. So friends, that has been number 3. Allow me to take you through the simple number. I have brought a sack of matoke here, Jackie, said Bernard. This is a little interesting. We have Bernard. Whom is Bernard speaking to? Of course, Bernard is speaking to Jackie. And here in this setting, our word said will be changed to told for that case. Don't forget such a setting. And so the answer will be as, Bernard told Jackie that he had taken a sack of matoke there. As simple as that. Bernard told Jackie that he had taken a sack of matoke there. Somebody was asking last time, matoke, matoke, matoke. Single O, repeated O, double O. They're all right. No matter what has come, you deal with the one which has appeared before you. Yeah. Now, in our home, we say you eat what has been brought to you. And what has not been brought to you today might be brought tomorrow. Don't need to ask for it. Today, if you're eating chicken, don't ask for fish. Fish may come another day. And if they bring all of them, good of you, just enjoy. Like for this case, we have got matoke, single O, and so we shall deal with it. Next time they bring matoke, double O or repeated O, we shall still deal with the one for double O. It's a simple game we shall always ever play. Friends, the pastor said, the Reverend has come early today. Good news. The pastor said, the Reverend has come early today. And of course, has come will change to had, not come this way, but had gone. Of course, the answer will be, the pastor said that the Reverend had had gone early that day. I repeat, the pastor said that the Reverend had gone early that day. As simple as that. That has been the answer. And I believe you've captured those numbers very well. A simple task is coming to you. And today I want to do it in a different way. You've been downloading, but right now I have activity for you. Simple ones. I know you'll pass. Just follow those examples, you'll pass all of them. Activity 26. Time for exercise. Of course, instruction 1 says, change the sentences to reported speech. Can also be as change the sentences below to indirect speech, or change from direct speech to indirect speech. And remember, we can also be asked to change from indirect speech to direct speech. You just refer to the examples above. Friends, you are good to attend to the exercise, and therefore allow me take you through the exercise. And so, number 1 says, my son has been given a bursary this year, said Mrs. Okello. Find a space for the answer and write. Number 2, Mary said, I have not yet sat for mock examination. Number 3, we have harvested a lot of vanilla in this season, said the farmers. Pay attention to the punctuations. I know you're doing that well. Number 4, the taxi drivers said, we have not yet renewed our driving permits. I get worried. Shall we reach the question says, the taxi drivers said, this should be taxi drivers. Put it taxi. Add letter I on that word tax. The drivers said, we have not yet renewed our driving permits. Next number says, we have come to worship today, said the nuns. I love these ones again. We have come to worship today, said the nuns. Friends, we have the next instruction. Change the sentences to direct speech. Upside down like that. So the questions are there. You can go through them. Number 6 says, the class monitor told the teacher that he had already taken books for marking in the staff room. Number 7, the doctor said that he had not treated any patient that day. And finally, the candidates said that they had been given a lot of work that week. That's why I gave you a week, a moment of rest, dear candidates. I believe you've gone through those well, and I expect wonderful results. I can't wait to pray for you that we stay safe and keep tuned to the instructions that they always keep giving us. And for that matter, I expect you to be doing the work as expected. And I wish you the very best, and stay safe, keep yourself tuned, and therefore, Benjamin says bye.